Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you are finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of November 10th through the 16th, 2025. First card out for you, Libra, is the Three of Wands. There's some sort of goal acquisition happening for you this week. Like, tangibly, in your physical reality, you are seeing things that you once prayed for, that you once asked the universe for. So this is a pretty big deal. Also, this is your first card out, so this actually may begin happening before this week even begins. So in the week of November 3rd to the 9th, there could be some big sort of win for you, celebration, like here it is, accepted, awesome. Like I set my ships out, hoping that they would return home with treasure and jewels and all great things. And here they are. I see them right there. They're coming back to dock and they're filled to the brim with all sorts of riches. You know, that's what the Three of Wands depicts. It's like a while ago, you planted some seeds to manifest, and now you're starting to see those seeds turn into full-blown plants. So it's very beautiful. Obviously, we're starting the week out on a really positive note. So let's see where this leads. The Six of Swords. And look at that. Literally imagery of a ship, of some sort of boat. And the Six of Swords upright is actually a really positive card because it shows this concept of going from the rough, unknown seas back to land, back to shore. Like I said, you set out. I don't know why I feel guided to say years ago, you had this vision of your dream life, of what you wanted your life to look like, the type of job, the type of relationship, house, etc., that you wanted to live. And I feel like for years you've been on this boat, on this ship, trying to gather up the materials, the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom, the resources to cultivate that dream. And you finally are seeing a return. You're returning home, and everything is here physically. You have all the resources, the tools, the person, the people, it's all here. Now it's just a matter of building it. And that's the exciting and fun part. It's like so fun. So I'm really happy for you. Things are going to get a lot more calm and settled, stable. Some of you guys may even be settling down. Long-term relationship energy, a beautiful job that you'll be at for a long time, settling into a new home that you'll be at for a while. There's something here about feeling really at home with the things that you have manifested recently. And it's like, I'm going to be here for a while and I'm happy about it. You know, that sort of vibe. Four of Pentacles, there you go. The number 4 in general is all about stability and foundation, you know? So it's like, yeah, I'm going to settle in here, plant myself here, happy to be here. This is a great place to grow from. This is like the perfect spot for me to continue growing and to grow this into something even beyond myself. So I love that. Second row of cards out, we have the Knight of Coins. All of these cards are all about growth. Tangibly seeing the things that you dreamed of and being grateful for that and continuing this journey of growth with that. So it's like simultaneously being able to experience gratitude, like, wow, I really did it, it's here, while also enjoying the never-ending journey of desire and wanting more and continuing to expand beyond. It's like, how do I put it? It's like you reached your goals, you accomplished your dreams, and you're going to keep on accomplishing more dreams. You know, it now extends outward beyond your cup. It's like your cup is almost to the tippy top filled. Like your cup of emotional fulfillment, that is. Like all I wanted in life was a happy family, happy relationship, happy home, happy career. You're almost having all of that right now. And it's like once that cup is filled and you have all of that, it's going to start overflowing. And it's from that overflow that you can start watering other gardens, you know, in life, being generous. And I use this example all the time in readings because so many people who come to me for these readings, I think a very common problem I see in the collective is pouring from a cup that's not full. Being generous from a cup that's not full. So it's like, and this image in my head, like clairvoyantly, keeps coming back up of like this cup. And cups represent inner fulfillment in the tarot, clairvoyantly for me. And it's like every day, source energy, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, sends you some energy. And where that energy goes depends on where your attention is at. And it's like that starts to fill your cup of personal fulfillment through things like sleeping enough, eating healthy meals, going after your dreams or goals, etc. And it's like it starts to fill the cup, and then you're like, wow, my cup's starting to fill up. Let me just pay for this person's meal and help this person move and do this for that person. It's like every time you do that, you're pouring from your own cup of fulfillment, And it's like, well, can a girl be generous? It's like you can after the cup is filled. And it's not to say that you can never give back while you're in the journey of filling that cup. Of course you can, but it's like you have to be wise about it. Because what I see often is that people, they finally start to see that cup filling and then they just give it all away all at once. And it's like, okay, let's ration out our generosity a bit until we get to that point of true abundance. I especially see this a lot in people who struggle with finances. Like, it's like you're asking the universe for money and then you take your friends out to dinner and you offer to pay for the whole thing, even though they offered. It's like, accept it. Say, yes, you can pay for me because you need the money. You know what I mean? It's like, fill your own cup first. And later on, a year or two from now, when you're rich, then you can pay for their dinner, Anyways, moving on. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. And this is your only reverse card, and beautiful because this card is actually more positive when it's in reverse because it shows you're just looking forward to the future. You're leaving the past in the past. I feel like your past was very rocky, very high and low, could have been filled with drama, toxicity, all of that. And like, you don't care anymore. It's in the past. Eyes on the prize, eyes on the future. The future is looking very bright. And you're no longer stuck mentally, like looking backwards, constantly reflecting on your childhood, all the things that went wrong, this, that, the third. It's like, there's so much life in your present moment. It's like, I don't know. It's a nice shift in mindset. And then your final card out is the 9 of Wands. Yeah, this shows using the discernment to know when to give, when to receive. You've obviously experienced hardship before. You've been burned before. And so with all this good stuff going on in your life, Libra, I think you're being cautious about not getting burned again, which is reasonable, and I don't blame you for that. Protecting your boundaries, not letting just anyone into your life or letting anyone into your home or have access to your generosity, and this is coming out right underneath the 4 of Pentacles. So I think you guys really have mastered the ability to know, like, when not to give so much of yourself to others. And when to just save some of yourself to you. And I'm not saying that from like a prudish perspective. I'm saying that from a self-preservation perspective. Like, you just met someone a few days ago. Maybe let's not, tell them they can stay over our house whenever they want and wear our clothes and eat all of our food. And you know what I mean? It's like, or you just started dating someone. Maybe let's not let them move in right away. Let's let them build trust and all that. So yeah, this is really beautiful energy. Honestly, out of all of the readings so far, this one feels probably the most positive this week. There's no major arcanas in this reading, which to me is sometimes a good sign because it shows more of a status quo, low-key week. And it's 2025. I think that's kind of a flex because this year has been crazy. So enjoy this low-key week, Libra, is my recommendation. Clearly, there are some wins for you this week. And it's like, here's the life I dreamed of. And it's like, finally, you are reaching that point where your cup is nearly overflowing. Like, just so close to overflowing. Keep moving forward in the way that you have been. Let that overflow begin. it's gonna change your life. It really is, because like I said, from that overflow, true generosity can exist, or even just luxury can exist. So enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. Thank you guys. Bye.